The current head coach of the Baltimore Ravens, who happens to be the current Super Bowl winning head coach, John Harbaugh, joining us live here as we have finally hit the 7th round. Coach, we appreciate the time. Let's start with your first selection in Matt Elam, a safety out of Florida, and then Arthur Brown, a linebacker out of K-State. It's just simple for us to sit here and say you lost a great safety, you lost a great linebacker, and you try to fill those holes with draft picks. Is that a safe assumption?
Yeah, I mean, that's where you start. These are two players that fit us. I mean, they're run and hit players. They're both fast. They're both tough. They're smart. They love football. I mean, what's not to like? Plus, you know, they were areas that we needed to fill some spots. So we were fired up about those guys. And, you know, Brendan Williams in the 3rd round, he's a run and hit defensive lineman. So we got 3 guys on defense that make us stronger up the middle. They love ball. They're smart guys. They want to get after it. They're hardware store guys. You know, they're tough guys, and I love those 3 guys. I love our whole draft right now.
And it just shows, again, that it's all about making the Ravens better, that a family so steeped in University of Michigan history will go ahead and get someone from The Ohio State in John Simon as well. Tell me about the Buckeye you drafted.
Hey, man, Midwest football. You know, as they say right. In Ohio, they say Ohio State. You know, it's A-H-I-A. Right. And, you know, Youngstown guy. I mean, just fly around, I mean, hit you in the face, knock people down, got sacks when he needed to get them. You know, he's our kind of guy. The Juice, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name yet. Juice from Harvard, coached by Tim Murphy. Harvard man, coached by Tim Murphy, former colleague, great coach. It's really, I tell you, our kind of guys.
Hey, John, it's Mike Mayock, and I've contended for a long time, Harbs, that I can tell pretty much a functional football building when the head coach and the GM are joined at the hip. And coming off a Super Bowl, can you kind of tell people a little bit what it's like to work with Ozzie Newsome?
Well, you know, our offices are right next to each other, so whoever designed the building, I think, kind of had that in mind. I give Steve Bisciotti credit for that. You know, he had a plan right from the beginning. But, you know, it's just constant conversation. You bring Eric DeCosta into it, Joe Ortiz, Vince Newsome, all the coaches, I think all the scouts. You know, we had a meeting last night, Mike, resetting the board. We were here till 4:30 in the morning, you know, reorganizing the board for the last 3 rounds. I mean, these picks are important. You know, this is something that you know, it's not a hobby. It's something we need to get right. And I just think everybody does a great job. Starts with Ozzie. He sets a great, you know, just a great atmosphere for everybody to talk and be involved. And that's what everybody does. And we hash it out and try to find guys that fit us.
John, David Shaw here. Good to hear you. Good from you. And
hey, David.
I want to talk a little bit about Jim Caldwell. You make the switch to Jim Caldwell. You bring in Juan Castillo now, and your quarterback make big plays. What are you looking for on the offensive side this year?
Well, we need to get better. You know, we need to do all things better. We need to be more explosive. We need to be more physical. You know, we need to be creative. I think Coach Caldwell's done a great job. He's a great teacher, great motivator. We've added, you know, guys to our coaching staff. Juan Castillo. I think our coaches all do a great job. But, you know, we've all got to get better. Joe's got to get better. Offensive line needs to be more physical. You know, we just got to find ways to improve. And, you know, we just took a center. You know, so we've got a chance to have a little competition at center there with Ryan Jensen and Gino Gradkowski. Got 2 young guys in there that we like a lot. You know, we still have a couple holes to fill here before it's over. So, you know, you just try to get better any way you can.